You've never seen anything this hilarious. Hollywood celebrities have been in full meltdown mode since the election results dropped, flooding social media with dramatic rants and over-the-top reactions, but not Justine Bateman, because she took a totally different route. Instead of joining the chaos, she used her acting and directing background to create a hilarious trend that pokes fun at the whole situation. Today we're covering what she did in addition to talking about her on Jesse Watters' show, and she had an interesting prediction. As always, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more videos just like this.
The easy thing to me is that if this guy does end up winning again, all of the people who voted for him will be like happy and they'll just be celebrating. And everyone else, everyone who feels threatened by him is fucking scared. Like, we're scared for our lives. We're scared for our friends. Like, you have pro-life women dying because their doctors are scared to treat them because of the repercussions of his last presidency. How did we get here? How did we get here?
I'm sure you've seen the video, so I'm cutting it short. You get the idea of the kind of reactions Justine is quoting on X, but what she's doing differently is that she's launched a hashtag-named social media video critique where she dissects these clips from a director's point of view. For this one, she wrote, quote, "My biggest problem with this is that it feels like it was take 2 or take 3. The emotional performance feels drummed up like it was fresh on take 1, but they couldn't really get the same intensity back on subsequent takes." Adding, "The second major issue is the unpredictability of the camera movements. Because the emotions are high, the scene would have benefited from a locked-off camera position or a slow, graceful movement. The jiggling of the camera doubles down on the emotions and is overkill." Now that I read that, it does look a bit fake, to be honest. She's also pointing out how absurd some of these reactions even are.
I have no sympathy for you. If you voted for the party of leopards that said they were going to eat your face, you cannot get angry or upset or come cry to me when they eat your face. F you. I might have a little bit of pent-up aggression. My temporary pronouns are try me. Do it. I'd be very excited. I've been waiting.
Okay, Michael Myers. Justine commented on this creepy reaction saying, "This is a fresh approach to the horror genre. The director has shot this in the style of a used car commercial employing camera repositioning and performance tone changes. This is particularly evident with the cut just before Do It. She didn't stop there, as she had comments on her performance too. However, the actress is pushing the performance, particularly at this self-examination point. This is a common mistake when playing a psychopath character. A more compelling choice is to appear normal and trust that the lines betray that." Her takes are hilarious, and she's doing a great job pointing out how absurd the post-election meltdowns have been, blending humor and critique in a way that's capturing everyone's attention. She's also made one of these on AOC's reaction post-elections, and she brilliantly called out her going on a long rant without actually saying anything of value, where she commented, quote, "The dialogue is a major issue here. There are long sentences spoken that are difficult to follow and don't suit the short duration of this video. A rewrite could help a lot to simplify and focus the intent. There's no coming back from that if you ask me." Justine also went on Jesse's show on Fox and had an interesting take on how this election has set the stage for us moving past the woke era.
What I'm really excited about is that the political correctness, the sort of woke era is over, because you need mob mentality momentum in order to keep that going, in order to threaten people if they're not thinking and talking the way you do, to threaten their lives, threaten their careers, threaten their place in society. You need that momentum in order to do that. And when Trump won presidency again, that cut that momentum off. So this whole woke era is over.
You're right. I mean, they only are effective when they work in perfect harmony together. And now they're all divided and arguing with each other, and they're not on offense. They're canceling each other.
That's absolutely true. Trump's victory sent shockwaves not only through the political landscape, but through the cultural ones as well. The people sent a clear message that after years of identity politics dominating the conversation, voters are more interested in focusing on real issues over caring what's offensive or might hurt someone's feelings. Trump's win showed that voters are tired of being lectured, categorized, and shamed. I've noticed, by the way, you haven't liked the video or subscribed to the channel, so what are you waiting for? Interestingly, even some of the left are beginning to take note. Post-election, there's been endless calls for self-reflection from the likes of Anna Kasparian and Bill Maher. The finger pointing by MSNBC and The View is giving way to quieter conversations about what went wrong. The left is slowly realizing that doubling down on wokeness alienated middle America, working class voters, and even some of their traditional bases. It's clear now that consistently crying racist or sexist at anyone who disagrees with them only push people further away, and we've seen examples of that in business as well. It wasn't long ago that Budweiser lost a lot of its customers because of choosing to go the woke route, but Shane Gillis luckily got him back on track. Justine also noticed one consequence of the ideology, and I have to say that it's something that I've personally never thought about.
There's a promise in the air where people are expecting major change, and you're kind of on the edge of your seat because you don't know how it's going to happen or when it's going to happen, but people expect it to happen. Are you feeling that too?
Yeah, for the last 4 years, very acutely, and I know it preceded these 4 years as well, but there's been kind of a pressing down and kind of limiting what people can say. And what happens too is you limit what can even occur in society. And so there's been a stagnation. Things haven't been moving forward in the arts, in philosophy, in politics, in medicine, in anything. And I don't mean technically did things, were there technological advances or anything like that. I mean innovation, like with your thoughts, with what is coming into your spirit from God, magic, the universe, whatever you want to call it. That's been stagnated for at least 4 years. And now that's changed. And that's what I'm really excited about. I've been waiting for this moment for a long time.
It's a brilliant observation. And I've noticed it too, that culture is stuck. They keep making repeats of every movie. Every TV show's a repeat. There's no creativity in Hollywood, in literature, in the arts. As you mentioned, you've noticed it more than anybody, I'm sure.
That is spot on. By limiting how we speak and communicate, the woke culture has created a rigid framework of what's acceptable, leaving little room for exploration. Bold ideas are challenging societal norms, and as Jesse mentioned, this is especially evident in Hollywood, where storytelling has been sort of in shackles because of fear of backlash. You see, creativity thrives on authenticity and risk-taking, but the woke lens demands creators tiptoe around potentially offensive subjects, even if those subjects are crucial to telling a compelling, impactful story. Another example I'd like to add to the mix is with comedy. Jokes that would have been seen as sharp and provocative are now labeled problematic. Studios avoid greenlighting projects that might stir controversy, even if they have the potential to spark meaningful conversation. This has led to watered-down routines where nothing new gets said. So I have to say kudos to Justine for taking a different approach than her peers at Hollywood, who were quick to jump on the Kamala bandwagon, and I'd love to know your thoughts, so let's get the conversation rolling in the comments down below. By the way, if you want your friends to be as informed as you are, please make sure to share the video with them. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.